feel it. It's something you can touch.
Oh.
Yeah, so every time it comes in contact with anything, then it's placed. That wave comes in my leg. There is an electric shock. Yeah, very paining, a burning effect. Yeah, very paining one. Yeah, so that's it.
So you'll have to live with that.
Yeah, I'll have to live with the bullet and just managing pain.
We all remember Jay-Z Maandamano 2024. Young people sacrificed their lives for the nation. We lost some, and some today, they have never walked. Today, I choose to celebrate the makers of Kenyan history, the Gen Z, young people who sacrificed their lives for the nation. Today, I'm with Samuel Kinyanjui. The year 2024, he was on the street, and his life changed to date. It has not been easy for him, but I choose to celebrate him and others. Hello, hi.
Hello to Mr.
You are among the Gen Z.
Yeah, I am.
Who were on the street last year.
Yeah.
What inspired you to go through the streets?
The high cost of living and the finance bill 2024, which was posing a threat of dictating things happening in a worse way than what was happening. Because in the finance bill, there were so many things that were set that were there to place the common mwananchi. Yeah, so the going against the finance bill or rejecting the finance bill is what took me from home towards the ground where the protests were happening. Yeah.
So that is what inspired you to go to the street?
Yeah, I wanted to reject the bill. Yeah, I was against the bill. Yeah.
Take us through, how was that day? Where were you?
So it's in the morning. We had planned of going for the protest to protest against the bad governance, and basically a certain ground that has been, it's claimed to have been captured by the governor, a certain praying field that is in Githurai car wash area, and the Kiliwats MCA, they have grabbed that land. So we were protesting against that land. So we arrived there at around 10. We started mobilizing each other, waiting for each other so that we say no to the construction that was ongoing in that field. We started now burning the tires, and within no time, I don't know where the police came from. These police from Githurai 45.
What time was it?
It was around 10-11. So they came, found us having written these
in the morning?
Tires in the morning, having written the tires, and they distracted us and they started pushing us away, put the fire off, and started pushing us toward the town. Now during this time, havoc has already started. They are now tear gassing us, and then the public now are throwing stones towards the police. Now it became worse. They started now even live shooting, discharging live bullets. Now it's around 1 p.m. Then the irritating water vehicle now came, spreading us away, everyone landing the live bullets, rubber bullets, and the tear gas. Now we are being tear gassed away. When I saw that things were getting worse, I decided now to find my way home. Now it's around 3:30 p.m. Now on my way home, around the Meru,
From Githurai.
yeah, now Githurai
45.
area, yeah, Githurai 45 area. Now we are on the highway. Now I'm crossing towards the stage Meru, so that now I find my way towards Githurai 44. When I'm walking, holding my phone, I just had like a bucket full of water has been drawn in my leg at this point, because I had a certain numbness. When I checked, I saw my trouser had a hole, and then blood was now oozing everywhere. And then when I turned the next, I told the guy who was next to me, I told him that, oh, these people these are bullet, these are live bullet. I've been shot. And then I went down. I busted down. Now this guy whom I told is a Gen Z, he called the others, he screamed, they came, ran to where I was. One of them took off my t-shirt and then used it to hold my leg here, to tie my leg here so that the blood could stop oozing. They called me now for a first aid at St. John's ambulance, Githurai 44, where I was given that first aid and then rushed to KNH, where now I was admitted. Yeah.
Who shot you?
It's a KDF officer. The last time, what I saw the last time before the incident, I saw the KDF officer on the highway at a far distance from where I was.
Walking?
No, standing on the lorries, having cocked their guns, having pointing them at the public where I was. And now the next thing, I was down. They were headed to town from the barracks.
Do you have any idea how many people were shot that day in Githurai?
Towards the spot where I was, I didn't see any other person because I was far away from where the shooting was happening. Yeah, I was far. But during my first aid at KNH, the casualty, I interacted with, when I was having my first aid at KNH, I interacted with several Gen Zs who had various bullets in their body, and the next minute as we were talking, I could see the doctors struggling to breathe them with their oxygen, and then the nylon box which carries the bodies, I saw very many bodies being carried away, dead bodies during that time of reception.
How was it to you? Were you?
Yeah, it traumatized me because I have never been to hospital. I've never even taken any type of medicine. I've never visited anyone in the hospital. And now this time I've been taken with an ambulance. Gen Z is having to tell me you don't die. It was so traumatizing. I was not even believing it. To date, I'm still struggling to let that thing off go. Even the guys whom we could talk with, and then the next minute they are no longer there. This is something that is still in my mind and disturbs me a great deal, because I've seen boys and gents of my age die, on my side.
Are you damaged? How was where you were shot?
Yeah.
I can see you are still using, walking stick.
Yeah.
But I thought it was removed.
Okay. It happened that I was shot on my upper thigh, and then the bullet crushed the bone near the hip joint. There is a certain bone that is there, and also there is a main artery. It was also cut, though repaired with a plastic thing. It was reconstructed, and then the bullet crushed that bone, so there is a fracture in the bone, then penetrated towards the back. Now it is stopped at my back, so haikupita na huku nyuma, ilikaa tu kwa mwili, ilikatalia kwa nyama.
So you are shot on the front?
Yeah, on the front.
Back. Okay.
Yeah, on the front, upper thigh. But the bullet did not come out. It is stuck in the body. And that is now what the doctors told me, that is unremovable. And now the effect that I'm having, nimewekwa chuma align the bone that had a fracture. And now the artery was also reconstructed, but the segment of the bullet now remained in my body. And this is now what has been causing me pain, a lot of pain, nerve pain. I've been going through a lot of pain because there is a foreign thing in my body. the bullet powder still brings a lot of effect, come to and abnormality in functionings of the nerves and the muscles. As a result, I've been having a lot of pain, even at my lower foot, uncontrolled pain, whereby I've been controlling it using injections. Yeah, I'm doing tramadol to kill the pain. Even I was discharged at the basis of pain management because of the effects of the bullet that is in my body. Yeah.
So you are still working with the bullet?
Yeah, I still have the bullet sitting, and even I can't go into contact even with this shear directly. I have to lift myself up a little bit because it's on the skin. Yeah.
So you can't stand for long?
I can't stand for long because there are so many complications in this leg that are yet to heal, because I also have a dropping foot as a result of the compression of these tumors zenye ziko kwa hii magoti, the three of them. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. How was the journey, treatment journey and the healing journey? How has it been?
I've gone through a lot of, I would say, a lot of pain and a lot of struggle financially for now catering for this medication, because the medicine I use, they are quite expensive, because I'm having to use 250 every day. That is for pain management only. And you see, I'm not working. I have no source of income because I was working in the market prior, loading and offloading. And when there were no such jobs, I could go to high school and ask for teaching there, even if it's giving back to the society or even having tokens of appreciation. But during this time, I was not doing anything. You see, there is no pension. My friends whom we were working with visited me with the fruits, some few weeks, others some flour, 2 months, and then they disappeared. So it's been a struggle coping with this pain, struggling with debts, struggling with loans. Yeah, so it's been really a big deal.
So you have lost friends?
Yeah, definitely I lost a lot of friends. Because now
you became a burden.
Yeah, I became a burden because they know the next thing I'm telling them on the call, it's about help. Yeah.
I know it's not easy, but being young and it happened, you are there fighting for the country. Do you regret?
No, I have no reason to regret, because even if we didn't achieve what we were after, at least we saw we can talk and the government can hear our voices. We know we were fighting against the Finance Bill 2024. It didn't pass, but so many things, even more evil things than what we were protecting, happened. So I don't regret going to protest even another time, because I'm the right person to do it, because I'm a father. I have a son whom I want him to find a better country than which my dad left me. Yeah, so I owe my son a good country, and I'm the one to fight for it, to make it be. Yeah.
Do you feel your sacrifice, was the sacrifice, you sacrificing, and now you're in this situation? Do you feel you achieved what you wanted as a person, as an individual?
I would say as an individual, the protests are still ongoing, so I know the agenda that I have was not cut short. So there are people who are still pushing it. But at a personal level now, you see, we went on the street. There are those who went home, and there are we now who went to the hospital. But we were one, all of us. Now when we went to the hospital and those who went home, It's now the time now we have come out to call upon those who went home, tell them we went to hospital, now we are back, we are still nursing our wounds, we are still going through hard times. You see, now I could not come out of the house some months back because I was in a lot of pain. But now having the ability now to come out and having platforms such as Dr. Moreni's now, when I'm now out to tell the Gen Zs whom we were with that I'm still surviving, I didn't die, so they can come check on me as part of those who survived the bullets, the gunshots. Yeah. So it's now that I am out, so that now I see whether they will still now come back and tell me we are together in it, we'll still hold your hand. Yeah.
And I think you are the better person in a better position to advise and maybe talk to the Gen Z out there. What do you tell them? Do you tell them to stay at home, stay put, or to go and fight for their country?
I will tell the Gen Zs one thing that our forefathers, Dedan Kimathi, said, that it's better to live for one day when studying than 1,000 years on your knee. So let us go for what is ours, no matter what. Let us pay the price, because we deserve a good country, and we are the only people who has the ability and the audacity and the strength to say no to bad governance and walk out, because we are people who are priceless, and we are the people who can only keep our words. So let's continue pushing for what it is ours, even if it will take time. Definitely it will come to happen. It's never in vain. Yeah.
And what do you think is the problem when you say governance? Is it the policy makers, the members of parliament, the president? Where is the gap? And what is your message to the leadership?
I would say the leadership has really betrayed us, and especially the police department. I will point at those who have been so brutal and ruthless to us as a personal level, because I understand, you see, it's a certain police officer who shot me for my case. So he saw me, aimed at me, and discharged a harmless person like me who had no weapon against him. I didn't challenge him in any way. So see, the police department has really failed us, and their commander, of course, is the president. He's aware of the blood that we have shed, because our blood, the soil of Kenya has already taken our blood. And I would say that we'll still fight for our rights whatsoever. Yeah. Even if we chose the bad leaders out of we not having the good ideas about choosing, but the next time we'll be keen about it. Yeah, we shall not elect leaders who will fail us the way they failed us. Like those who supported the bills, those are the leaders whom we shall throw out during that time. I'll tell my son that your father is a real warrior, and I'm still fighting for you and for me. And I know in the fullness of time, I'll be coming for you, and I'll give you that life which I had planned to give you before this thing happened, by the grace of God. And I love you.
Your message to your wife?
I'll tell my wife that I have not abandoned my son, neither have I abandoned you. I've not even abandoned you. I'm just trying to fix life. When things get better, I'll still come for you and my son. Anyone of goodwill, if you can come through, support me, start a small business. I'm suggesting of one of green grocer and selling shako. Beginning with 70,000, it will be a good start, so that I'm able to buy the daily medicine, the daily painkillers. Yeah, so as you do that, God will help you and bless you. Amen.